problem I had with GOCC Church, though, was that doctrine dealing with fleeing.
Hold on, say it again.
Say it again, bro.
Say it again, brother.
Don't put me on film, man.
Yeah, all right.
You already on film, man. You already on film, bro.
But no, my biggest problem with GOCC Church, because I've been with them. I was with them for like 2 years. And I studied this stuff. I grew up in the church. I was raised Baptist. I was Christian at Sweet Home Baptist Church across from Erie Ford Hospital, the original Sweet Home Baptist Church, the only church on the boulevard next to the original Motown Records. My godfather was a preacher. My godmother was a preacher's wife. For the meek shall inherit the earth. I will never forget Claudia in my heart always. So I was raised in the church. I know the doctrine. I went to Word of Faith International Christian Center in high school. And it's bullshit. But the thing is, it does give you a grounding to learn the Bible. If you go with like, G5G and all that stuff as a child, it does give you a grounding. And I'm not gonna lie, their shit's kind of fucked up too. Their shit is off there.
All the way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's kind of fucked up too. But dealing with the GOCC, I was hooked into it because I had the knowledge already. So when
GOCC is nothing but a Christian. They're a Christian proselyte church. All they do is because the word proselyte means to convert. So once you knew you was an Israelite, there was an easy transition because they just like the church. Only they teach you that you're an Israelite.
I agree with that completely. And listen to what's that, Elder Ricard or whatever. Listen to him all the time. And then find out the stuff he was doing on the side. Females and stuff.
You know about Egypt?
I know about Egypt. It was crazy because I hooked up with this sister. This was 2 years ago. I hooked up with this sister on Facebook, and she was already in Egypt. And she told me this was before they came up with the contracts you got to sign to go to Egypt. Come on.
Not you, man. Not you. Hey, look, we was talking about them earlier today.
Listen, I was here with this sister, and she was in Egypt. She's from the Dominican Republic. But she lived in America for a brief period of time.
Is she still over there right now?
I think she already left. Because this was 2 years ago when she told. She's still on my Facebook, but I haven't hit her up over the last 2 years. But she told me then, she said she went on her own with her grandmother, and her mother. And the GOCC is supposedly trying to help them to come. So they supposedly told them the amount of money they have to pay, like have $4,000 to $10,000 saved for each individual. And then they're going to get them into a community and get them into what was it? Hold on, let me think. Need some patience.
We good.
Get them the plane ticket. Get them cheap fares and all that stuff. Come and find out they got scammed when they first did their plane tickets.
Right.
Some brothers from the GOCC, they met them at the airport, and they basically like you was on your own when you got there. And then they had to move into a community, which was, I forgot what city it was in Egypt, but it was far from another city that was more cheaper, like the hood. You know what I'm saying? Where you can get cheap prices. If you're a normal person, nobody gonna bother you in the hood. If you broke, ain't nobody gonna bother you in the hood. But they moved into this community where they had to pay damn near, she said like $2,000 or some shit, like every 2 or 3 months for the apartment and all this other shit. And so all their phones were gonna be gone before they even found a job. And then they ended up finding a job on their own. She did at a babysitting, nursing thing or whatever. She found a job, but she was like, she don't GOCC Church. They scammed her. She said they robbed them of their plane ticket money. This was before the thing came on the internet, like about a year ago, showing that contract you had to sign, and people were saying like, if you got your passport, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can get your passport. If you can get your passport, you couldn't flee. That means God doesn't. He's not dealing with you. You're an Israelite, so since you can't flee, you must be screwed or this and that. You know what I'm saying? But it's all with that flee doctrine. And then come to find out, with the contract, they said, if you break any of these laws, we can renounce you, get rid of you while you're in Egypt. They're saying basically, if you ever drink alcohol, whether it's wine, beer, whatever, it's against the scripture. Well, I don't know if wine is because Christ drank it. I ain't gonna debate it.
It's against the scriptures to say you can't drink.
Okay. Yeah, so they were saying that. They said they caught you drinking or anything, wine, whatever, you're gone. If you broke any laws in that country, they would not defend you, they would not help you, they would not give you any legal advice.
So they're not lawyers anyway.
No, I'm I'm just saying, the church, Gathering of Christ Church.
That's what the contract says, right?
Yeah, but
That was the contract says.
If you got in trouble over there, what is Ricard gonna say in your defense? He don't know nothing, man.
What about the army? If you over there and you get citizenship over there, are you is it basically a mandatory that you gotta join that army over there?
If you're a citizen up there, once you get over there, you have to join. And the laws, once you become a citizen, the laws that pertain to that country pertain
that
to
happened
you.
to the same thing that happened to Ben Ami. Ben Ami. Ben Carter, he got people from Chicago to go to. You gotta look him up. He found he was an Israelite. He was a bus driver from Chicago. He found out he was an Israelite. He got a whole group of people together. They went to Dimona, Israel, and now they living there to this day. Stevie Wonder went over there and everything.
But they're arresting people, black people in Israel.
Look, they put them by a nuclear waste facility, and their young men have to join in the Israel military.
But see, they've been arresting black folks over there like crazy. When you get over there, they treat you even worse over there in Israel than they treat you here in America.
Well, because you say that you curse, man, the curse is going to follow you in the city and in the field.
But no, and the thing is, I don't know, the Ben brother is the one that my teammate from Ball State, because I played with Brady Hope. That's why I went down there with. The person that brought me down was Eric Lewis. I had a full ride at Michigan State. I ain't going to all that. That's when they had the first black head coach in the Big Ten, and they got his ass up out of there when Jeff Smoke was using coke, and he right on the players on the team, and all the 12 players got kicked out of school. There's some on campus, but they let Smoke white punk ass come back to school. Excuse my French. But Eric Lewis was the assistant coach. That was his first year, and his father is Sherman Lewis. They coached for the Lions for 20 years, and they brought me to Ball State with Brady Hope, who's at Michigan now. But my teammate, what's his name? He's from Chicago. He's from Ohio, but he lives in Chicago. What's his name? C. Wing, Charles Wing, is the one that introduced me to this whole thing 3 years ago. So he might have been with this guy, the brother from Chicago, the big guy. But he's the one that introduced me. And it's so ironic because knowing him, like he was so entranced into it and brainwashed into it, not looking into it, and he was never a spiritual man or a man that knows the scriptures like that. And to see how brainwashed, it took me not that long to find out, to read between the lines. To see, it is the truth, but some of these groups out here are misleading our people. Misleading our people, so it is the truth, but some of these groups are misleading our people. But the brother told me that Charles Wynn, he was a drug dealer, all that shit. And and I'm thinking, how could some people get so brainwashed, but they never had that foundation?
What time was that, bro? What time around that time that was?
When the brother introduced me?
The Michigan State guy.
What, Eric Lewis? With the whole...
That
was, I graduated high school from Catholic Central. I won 2 state championship. That was 2003. 2003.
That's a different time. That was,
that's when Charles Rogers was in. Okay. And Charles Rogers left early because the whole scandal was coming down, and he didn't stay for his senior year. That's when we went to the Lions, and the Lions sued his ass.
So where are you at now? Where are you at now?
Where am I at? I got my lawsuit dealing with Risperdal. But I got a lawsuit dealing with Risperdal. It's some crazy shit that's been going on in my life these last 4 years, but I'm blessed.
I'm talking about spiritually. Now you really
spiritually,
you curse.
I'm cursing. Well, look, I'll say this: I'm cursed from how this society treats us and treats me. Even though everything I've accomplished, I'm still treated like a dog.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Can you confirm, because I heard that when they were over there in Egypt that they were committing adultery with all of the women that were over there that they were bringing over here,
GOCC
and that
brothers.
they were smoking weed too?
It's GOCC brothers over there that getting the truth, quote unquote, and they get the women over there. The women go over there with no husbands, no boyfriends, and what they end up doing is trying to do a situation where they say, okay, it's okay to have multiple wives. Don't marry, but they don't. You can't. Well, fine. In Africa you can, but they don't even sign. They don't really sign a contract to the marriage. They don't sign a real contract. They do the Hebrew contract you can get if you sign a paper, but they don't do anything where it's legal. Where if you do have multiple wives, you take care of those multiple wives financially.
Yeah,
that's what the scripture said.
You gotta take care of them
financially.
So basically they were just they wasn't sleeping with other men's wives.
I can't speak on that. I don't know for sure, but I know for a fact a lot of GOCC brothers over there were getting multiple wives and not taking care of them financially.
And
yeah, that's going off. you know.
I take care of the financial. That's what I know for a fact. That's a fact.
But where are you at spiritually is what I'm saying.
Where I'm at spiritually, I'm still in the Word. I'm still in the Word. I still know that Obama's a piece of shit. I knew him from day one. He's a piece of shit. I dated his next door neighbor, Simone Stevenson, next door in Chicago. Her father's a doctor that ran all his you want to call it his campaign, being senator, even when he was president. I know this motherfucker very well.
Did he smoke weed?
Crack.
He did crack.
Hey, this is the second person that came up here that we know that's basically saying that.
Listen,
He was a homosexual?
I dated. Listen, I'm not going to deny that situation with him having sex with that choir member. That choir
it's a choir member too.
Dude with the dreads.
No, he's come out with something new.
No. I'm not going to deny that situation with the choir member that was spoken about. There was like, she say they killed him. They did him execution style. They found his body execution style. 2 shots in the back of the head. 2 or 1 shots in the back of the head. After like maybe a few months after he was elected. That's facts. I'm not bullshit. So whether he is a homosexual or not, or whether he was a homosexual in the past or not, it's a fact that choir member, it was rumors that he had relationships with that choir member at that preacher's church.
Oh,
Jeremiah Wright Church. And that choir member ended up with a shot to the back of the head 2 times
Just
or
the
once.
fact that he's a faggot.
Hey, this lets you know that was something fishy, because when do you ever hear that a faggot is getting killed execution style? Only time you hear about faggots getting killed, it's a hate crime, and it's not done execution style. And when was the last time faggots started getting killed? America loves faggots.
But even deeper than that, it's a choir member. And people might not even know he was a faggot or not, but people did know he was homosexual in the choir. In the choir. At Jeremiah Wright's church. But it's something Obama's doing, man. He's a piece of work.
So you still in the scriptures?
I'm still in the scriptures. I don't have to like down pack everything. I know there's gonna be a new heaven, new hell.
So what's up with the city? What's up with the city?
Well, these are I'm Native American. I'm gay. And Jew. My grandfather is Russell Means. I don't know if you know what Russell Means is.
Yeah. He's that Gadite that be on TV.
He's dead. He died 2 years ago.
Dang, he set up some kind of league or something. He was trying to talk to the so-called white man.
He was in He was in the Pocahontas movie.
He didn't know he was an Israelite.
He knew, but you can't when you're an activist like that, because he's trying to say we need the property, because Johnny Depp is trying to buy it for $20 million, and the government is trying to withhold because Johnny Depp is part Cherokee, but the Cheyenne tribe adopted.
What was part Cherokee?
We got to say.
Yeah, you know why? Because the Cherokee mixed with the white man so much, trying to get rid of their color.
Well, no.
That's
the
why
the Cherokee were raped by the white man.
Oh,
the Cherokee mixed with the black man.
But you ever heard of the 5 civilized tribes?
No.
There's 5 civilized tribes of Native American Indians.